The comment of the day goes to Bart Simpson here, and he says, what if Luke joined Darth Vader? That's a great question. What do you guys think would happen? The best answer gets a pin.
What is up, Net Soldiers? Psychotech here. A lot of you fans have been asking for some background on some of the Star Wars universe, so Net called in his good buddy to help him out and give him a good rundown on the lore of Star Wars. I'm starting with a personal favorite character of mine, Darth Maul. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, leave a comment below and tell me what you want me to cover next. Darth Maul's story begins on Dathomir as the son of Mother Talzin, leader of the Night Sister clan. It wasn't long before Darth Sidious rolled up to Talzin's door, promising to make her his apprentice. But seeing Maul's potential, Sidious ditched Talzin and took Maul under his wing as his new weapon against the Jedi and the Republic. During some intense and pretty messed up training, Maul learned to wield his signature dual-bladed lightsaber, use the intense Juyo lightsaber form, and breathe in the ashes of dead Sith. Why? Well, there's no real explanation why, just that Sidious shoved these ashes up Maul's nose and made him have visions of a millennium-old battle where the Jedi had slain the Sith. Now Maul vows revenge on the Jedi for killing his ancient predecessors. Nearing the end of his training, Maul develops an insatiable lust for blood and violence. Sidious, sensing these uncontrollable urges, keeps Maul busy by having him kill pirates, messing with his plans. It was, however, during one of these encounters, he learns that Jedi Padawan Eldra Kaitis had been captured by a criminal cartel to be sold into slavery. Wanting to test his steel against a real Jedi, Maul hires some bounty hunters to go steal the Padawan from Maul to slaughter. After capturing Kaitis, the cartel hunted them down to take back their stuff. Maul and Kaitis work together to fight off the criminals successfully, but then decide it's time to have to kill each other. Maul comes up on top and now hungers for more. When Sidious learns of Maul's efforts, he decides it's time to reveal themselves to the Jedi, announcing the return of the Sith. Years later, Sidious and Maul begin to put their plan into action and use the Trade Federation to blockade and invade the planet of Naboo. After Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan come rescue Queen Amidala and escape the planet, Maul is sent out in an attempt to slay the two Jedi and retrieve the Queen. Maul tracks the band of heroes to Tatooine and attacks Qui-Gon. Although Maul was more agile than the aged Jedi Master, Qui-Gon manages to escape and give Maul the first taste of defeat. But I mean, you just made a Jedi Master run for you, and I don't know why you think you lost. But Maul uses this anger to fuel his power and return to Naboo, waiting for the Jedi to return with Queen Amidala. Upon the Jedi's return, Maul confronts Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in an epic battle that gave Maul the chance to show what he was capable of. After being constantly pushed back by the two Jedi, Maul manages to separate Qui-Gon from Obi-Wan and kills his first Jedi Master. He then faces an angry Obi-Wan who gives Maul a run for his money. After disarming Obi-Wan and gaining the upper hand, so basically Obi-Wan pulls some force hacks, leaps over Maul, slicing him at the waist and sending him hurtling down the reactor shaft, cut in two. Now that we all know Maul is dead and peace has returned to the galaxy once and for all. Nah, just kidding. Using his strength from Darth Sidious, Maul survives solely through his hate and will and ends up on the junkyard planet known as Lotho Minor, where he lived, driven mad in his exile, waiting to get revenge on Kenobi. When Talzin discovers that her son had survived, she ordered his brother Savage Opress to find him and bring him home. Once home, Maul has his mind repaired and is given cybernetic legs through Talzin's dark magic. Now that Maul is whole again, he takes Savage as his apprentice and begins a rampage across the galaxy so that he might exact his revenge on the Jedi rival. Maul knows he needs allies if he's to attain this goal. Mandalore's Death Watch was first on the list and is a good ally due to the leader of Mandalore, Duchess Satine Kryze, is a close friend of Kenobi's. While Maul and the Death Watch commander Pre Vizsla believed that sharing a common enemy would be for the greater good, Vizsla's lieutenant Bo-Katan Kryze feared that the Sith would betray them as they have been in the past. Upon forming the alliance, Maul moves to Mustafar to recruit the Black Sun. At first, the Black Sun Council rejects and mocks Maul, but after ordering Savage to kill most of the leaders, they gain the alliance with the Black Sun. When they return to their base, the Pike Syndicate was just kind of like, hey, can we join this cool club? And they did. Now with Death Watch, the Black Sun, and the Pike Syndicate forming the Shadow Collective, Maul now planned to overthrow the government on Mandalore in an attempt to draw Obi-Wan to him. While their attack on the capital city of Sundari was successful, Vizsla had betrayed Maul and Savage and imprisoned them. Upon his escape, Maul challenged Vizsla to a duel for the rule of Death Watch and Mandalore. After claiming his victory, Death Watch is now split by loyalty, and Maul now places former Prime Minister Almec as a puppet in control of Mandalore. News of the coup on Mandalore reaches Obi-Wan, who goes to attempt to rescue Duchess Satine. Maul ends up capturing the two and taunts Obi-Wan to join the dark side. After being resisted and sarcastically taunted, Maul kills Satine and imprisons Obi-Wan, hoping that this loss has broken the Jedi forever. Unfortunately, Obi-Wan escapes. Growing stronger, Maul attracts the attention of his former master, Darth Sidious, who then tracks Maul down to Mandalore. The Sidious confronts Maul and Savage as a rival. A battle ensues and Sidious easily gains the upper hand on the two, where Sidious stuns Maul and battles Savage alone. Savage is slain and Maul attacks his master in a fit of rage. Sidious again easily defeats Maul, who pleads for mercy. But Sidious never planned to kill Maul, but to take him as his prisoner. Death Watch is sent to free Maul from his captor, even though Sidious allows this so he can track Mother Talzin down and kill her. Maul contacts Talzin through the Force for assistance. Talzin knows Sidious is luring them into a trap and sends Maul to a Black Sun base on Ord Mantell to gather his forces. While preparing for a battle against the Separatist Alliance, Talzin sends the Night Brothers to assist Maul's army to defeat General Grievous and Count Dooku. While Count Dooku and his troops are assaulting Maul's ground forces, Maul and the Death Watch go after Grievous on the command ship. After a brief battle, both Grievous and Dooku were subdued and captured. Maul nearly attempts to get Dooku to join him, but before anything could occur, Masters Kenobi and Mace Windu attack the base. Maul and Dooku fight the Jedi and Grievous escapes in the confusion. Maul and Dooku, having escaped the Jedi, head to Dathomir. Maul knew that Dooku's cooperation was false and was only using him to draw out Sidious so that he could get his revenge. Talzin took control of Dooku's body with her dark magic, ready to fight their enemy. When Sidious and Grievous arrive, all hell breaks loose. Maul duels Grievous while Talzin and Dooku's body duels Sidious. Maul easily overpowers and defeats Grievous while Sidious just bombards Talzin with force lightning, separating her from Dooku's body. Maul offers his strength to Talzin but instead refuses and forces him to escape, even though she is killed as a result. Upon his escape, Maul discovers that Sidious sent his army after the Shadow Collective and ordered them to be destroyed. Maul had been eliminated as Sidious's rival, regardless of his survival. Shortly after, Maul returned to Mandalore to hide and rule the planet, which didn't last long due to Republic forces sieging the planet and returning control to its former government. Years later, Maul travels to Malachor in search of an ancient Sith weapon, but his ship crashes and leaves him stranded until he happens to come across Jedi Padawan Ezra Bridger. Maul tricks Ezra into helping him find a holocron and baits him with the dark side of the Force. The two take the holocron to a Sith temple where they find Ahsoka Tano and Kanan Jarrus battling Darth Vader's Inquisitors. They push the Inquisitors back and question Maul's motives for needing the temple. Ezra insists that Maul is on their side, and the simple word of a Padawan is all it takes for two trained Jedi to trust a former Sith Lord. When scaling the temple to reach the top, the four cross paths with the Inquisitors again, this time Maul easily overpowering and killing them. During the battle, Ezra had taken the holocron to unlock the temple and revealed that it's actually an ancient super weapon. At this point, Maul betrays Ahsoka and Kanan, reveals his plans to destroy the Empire, kill Darth Vader and Sidious, and take Ezra as his new apprentice. I mean, were they really surprised though? So Ahsoka and Kanan fight Maul, where Kanan is blinded and subdued, and Ahsoka pushes Maul back so that he could go save Ezra and fight Vader. Maul is then left with a weakened Kanan, where he falls victim to his greatest weakness, taking his time and underestimating the hero. Kanan uses his other senses to defeat Maul and trips him off the side of the temple. Surviving the fall, Maul uses one of the Inquisitor ships to leave Malachor. Months later, Maul tracks down a rebel freighter called the Ghost. Maul assaults and holds the crew of the ship hostage in hopes of regaining the Sith holocron and finding a Jedi holocron. When Ezra and Kanan arrive, they give in to Maul's demands for the safety and release of their friends. And while Maul was struggling with working both the holocrons, the Ghost crew escapes and confronts Maul. He once again captures them, but both Ezra and Kanan are informed of their location. The Jedi arrive to defeat Maul, but Kanan is shoved out in an airlock believed to be dead, and Ezra is coaxed to be Maul's apprentice. Through Maul's instructions, the two combine both the Jedi and Sith holocrons to gain any question they want answered. Interrupted by Kanan and the Ghost crew, the connection to holocron is ended in an explosion and Maul escapes. However, he had seen all he needed to and went to confront his lifelong enemy one last time. Maul takes this new information and heads to Tatooine so that he could get revenge on the Jedi who defeated him years ago on Naboo, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Knowing this, Ezra had also gone to Tatooine to find and warn the old Jedi Master, unknowingly leading Maul to Kenobi. After ensuring Ezra's safety, Kenobi and Maul are ready to face off for the last time, and in what was probably the most anticlimactic lightsaber duel between two rivals, Obi-Wan defeats Maul with ease, killing him. Sensing that Kenobi was protecting someone on Tatooine, Maul asks if this someone is the chosen one, and with his last breath mutters, "He will avenge us," consumed by revenge till the end. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of this kind of thing, give this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. This is Psychotech signing out.